Well, hey Chandler, how's it going?
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm doing all right. Long time no chat. So fun thing about this little interview thing is that, well, we've been planning it for over a month.
Going on 2 months now, yeah.
It's just like going on 2 months, and I don't know why we've always had stuff come up, but we just have. But now, today, it is finally time, the long-awaited part 2 of the interview of the Niche Internet Micro-Celebrity Club with Heflemeier and the Beak. Yes, part 2 time.
So right off the bat, tell me, how does it feel to have hit 100,000 subs?
Absolutely bloody insane. You could even say absolutely mental. It's insane. Like, honestly, it hasn't properly hit me yet. Like, I haven't even put my play button up in my room. Because I haven't. It's like behind me. I know I don't have my camera on because my camera doesn't like working with my PC. But, this could be stupid because you can't see what I'm saying. But it's over there. I'm pointing at the floor. Maybe like animate something here of me pointing. It's on the floor. But it's honestly insane. Like, I can't believe that I hit 100k so quickly. My goal, so I'm going to be in university for 3 years. And my goal at the end of those 3 years was to have around 100k. That was like the big goal. And I set that goal at January, like this year. And then like 3 months into January, it was when like the whole, my like Jelly Bean and those videos popped off. And now I'm at 100k. It's honestly like so insane. Like as I know I'm stuttering a lot, but it's just crazy. Like, as I said, it still hasn't probably hit me yet. It's probably gonna hit me sometime like 1 o'clock in the morning. And like, you know when you're a 3-year-old and then you like suddenly gain consciousness and it's like, oh, what's going on? It's probably gonna be like that at like 3 o'clock in the morning sometime. It's genuinely crazy. Sorry about waffling on about this, but it's insane. Like, it's so weird to think about.
An element of this that I kind of wanted to touch on, when we interviewed last, you had just over 30,000. So now you have 100,000. Only a third of your audience was with you when I interviewed you last. So that means the other 2/3 are brand new members of your audience community. Have you noticed a difference in the responses from your audience because of that? I mean, the new people outweigh the old people at this point.
Yeah, no, they do. I mean, you're right on the whole, like, it's 2/3 of people. It's probably a bit more considering it was, what, like 32,000 and a third is like 33.3 caring, whatever it is. Yeah. Yes and no. I do have lots of my, like, original audience who, like, still watch me from time to time. But I would say it's actually a really hard question, to be honest, because I'm going to be completely honest, but after a while you physically cannot read every single comment that you get because there's quite a few. I do try to read all of them. If you're watching this video, I'm not a massive dickhead, but it gets really hard. But I would say yes and no. Because, like, on the one hand, everyone's like, oh, you know, this was a good, funny video and stuff. But then I would say it's not a change in response. It's just, like, the amount of responses is, like, greatly amplified, which is really weird. And because of that, it's not all going to be... It's going to be different, you know, because there's more people commenting on things. So it is going to be different. But I would say the overall theme of it is kind of the same, because I think the theme of comments, and I guess you could say quotation marks commentary YouTube, is all of the same. I know I'm kind of, as I said, I'm waffling here, but I'm genuinely thinking about this question because it's really interesting. Yes and no. And it's more of just like the magnitude of the amount of comments has changed quite a bit. Yeah.
Okay, so you've made a bunch of videos kind of on some specific creators. Have you ever tried reaching out to any creators when you go to make a video on them?
So what's quite funny is that, so during like the Beak blow up era, I guess you could call it, when I got insane amount of subscribers, almost like every single YouTuber that I made a video on like reached out to me afterwards, and they were all like super chilled with my videos on them, and they were like really cool about it. So I would say out of all of the people, let me go to my channel page quickly. My first biggish video was why I don't like Sunny V2.
Right.
And now Sunny V2 and I have spoken on Twitter, and we like follow each other, and he's pretty cool. Same thing with Bills. Jellybean, no. But then I've spoken to Red Velvety and Frostfox a bit. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. Like during the big Beak blow up era, like I would often find like DMs from people who I made videos on being like, oh, cool. So interesting video you made on me. Thanks for like not going overboard type thing. And just like talking about the content instead of like personal insults, you know. But back to the actual question, yeah, no, I have reached out and spoken to lots of people that I made videos on, which I think is pretty cool. And it was cool to see that they were like cool about it, you know.
Yeah. That you've not actually started like bad blood between the two.
No. Like that's the thing. My videos, like, while are like, oh, you know, your content's cringe and like all of that type of stuff. I don't like actively go into them trying to like start beef or like bad blood or something. It's kind of the reason why in my videos I kind of stay away from the whole like personal insult thing. Besides like the whole like, oh, that video is cringe. I wouldn't even call like them cringe usually. I'll say like the content is cringe and like it's a bit weird and I don't really understand why people make stuff like that. And then, I mean, I have called people brain dead before, but like as a joke, and apparently they found it funny. But I don't go into my videos with the intention to like start beef and stuff, you know, because I mean I just think that's kind of toxic if you do that. Yeah. To be honest, and like I know we all make videos for fun. You know, so I don't want to start beef with people on the internet because it just becomes a headache.
I do want to kind of piggyback off of that, right? So you make your video on Jellybean, and it blows up, right? And you've got on both sides, you've got creators who mimic Jellybean, and then you've got creators who mimic you and dogpile Jellybean. How does that feel sitting back after you've made your video, kind of watching this, and Jellybean continues to gain popularity, gets shouted out by YouTube Studio on Twitter? Like, what does all of that look like on your side?
Did you get shouted out by you? Did Jellybean get shouted out by? Oh, I didn't know that.
They're like shouting out a YouTuber who just continues to be themselves no matter what.
It was really weird, to be honest. Like, I've thought about this before. So the whole like Jellybean thing started. My video on the topic was the reason why every single like commentary YouTuber under the sun started making videos on Jellybean, because mine just like did insane numbers. So initially my video was titled "Why I Don't Like Jellybean," and I mean I don't like the character of Jellybean, you know, like the video character, the person behind the videos. I mean, like, I don't know who that person is. I've got nothing against them. And like I respect the fact that they were able to like continue and stuff with the waves and waves of shit that they got. But it was really weird to see that something that I first started talking about, the whole like PNG tuber thing as a whole, then to see like lots of different commentary YouTubers talking about it and able to get like mental big views of the topic, which was cool. So I think it's kind of like I don't know, maybe I'm a bit egotistical for saying it, but I've spoken to quite a few people, and it's almost like I revived like commentary a bit with the PNG tuber topic. Like last year it was like the vegan teacher topic, and then this year will like the big topic of the year will probably be Jellybean, and I started it, which is very, very weird to think about. It's quite insane.
What prompted your face reveal?
A face reveal? Good lord, we're going back almost about... When was my face reveal? Hang on.
It was literally before I could get my video out.
Face reveal. 1 year ago.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do a face reveal stuff because I enjoy face cam content. Well, because it's easier to make, a little bit of insider YouTube information. It's easier to make. But I also feel that having a face to the content really helps... with originality and uniqueness, because like at the time before that I was doing like a gameplay commentary, and the thing with gameplay commentary is that while it's really bloody easy to make, like super easy, you don't even have to record your own gameplay, just search up like CSGO surfing no commentary on YouTube and you'll find a shit ton of gameplay. I don't know, I just wanted to do facecam because I just think it's better, you know, because all of the gameplay commentary stuff, you just look the same as everyone else. Like the only difference is the voice behind the content. So Facecam, as I said, it just takes all of that away and you have like your own identity. So instead of like watching 2 commentary videos from 2 different gameplay commentary YouTubers which look exactly the same, if you click on a Facecam person's videos, you'll know it's them because they have their own identity and there's the whole like image tied to the content and stuff like that.
Could you describe your video making process?
My video making process. So my video making process, it takes about a week. My videos, but it's because I have it like really structured. So it's not like I'll record, script, and edit on the same day, because I mean that's virtually impossible. So what I do is on Sundays, Mondays, I usually look at like video topics, what's going on. I want to understand what video I want to make for the week. And then, so depending on when I choose a video topic, I will either script my videos on Monday, or I'll script a little bit on Monday and then finish them on Tuesday. And then if I script a video on Monday, I'll record it on Tuesday night. And if I script a video on Tuesday, I'll record it on Wednesday night. So whichever day I record the video on, let's just say I record a video on Wednesday, because I've been recording videos on Wednesday recently. So Thursday, I will edit the intro of the video, and that will be my editing for the day. And then Friday will be the day that I do the rest of the video and the music. And then throughout that time, I think of like thumbnail ideas and stuff. But thumbnails, I usually make thumbnails when I just get like a burst of inspiration. So this week's video, I'm going to be doing a Discord thing. So earlier today, I made a thumbnail for the Discord video that I made, not because it's like part of the production process, but it's just because I felt creative. So I was like, let's just see what I can come up with. And I think the thumbnail I made is pretty cool. So I'm going to be plugging the video now. Go watch it when it comes out in about 6 days. But yeah, that's my production process. As I said, it takes over a week. And I feel like it's a good way to break up the like monotony of making content. And it's a good structure because I found towards the end of last year, when I was really grinding out content, I became really burnt out with the amount of stuff I was making, because my production was just like, I need to do everything over like the course of 2 days. And you sit at your PC for like 12 hours and it's absolutely terrible. Whereas now, I feel with everything else that goes on in my personal life, this really helps me like break up everything into like a structured thing. And it's just a routine. No, which is very good to have. I like having routines. What about you? What's your video production process?
What, you think this is an interview about me right now?
I'm switching the interview. I am now the person interviewing you. Heflemeyer, what is your production process?
If you want to know, my video production process is a bit chaotic. I have bursts of inspiration at random times, and so like right now I have 4 scripts going.
Good lord,
that aren't all finished, but I find it keeps my content on its toes. I'm always making something slightly different because I don't have like a algorithmical process that I'm following. You know, I don't have a routine like you do, so my content doesn't really fall into a routine. But that's kind of how I am creatively in general.
You just want to like make a bunch of different things.
I've always made a bunch of different things. I've drawn, I've written, I do music. Now I'm doing film-esque work, you know, so
So do you think you're going to focus on the film thing going forward?
Yeah, I think it happens to be a good outlet for multiple different creative things. You can include many other mediums in the visual medium.
You could,
because it's paired with audio as well. So
yeah, no, you could.
You can do a lot. So I think there's lots of draws towards it. I don't think I'll always 100% be in just YouTubing. You know, like streaming is different than content creation, and sitting down and playing guitar is different than making a YouTube video. Yeah. So, you know, I think you'll see different things from me. But anyway, back to you. God damn it. How responsible is a creator for their audience?
How responsible is a creator for their audience? I think it depends on the situation. of what happens. So I'm not going to sit here and say that like creators are always like responsible for what their audience does, because I mean that's like virtually impossible. Say if you have like 1 million subscribers, right? You can't control what 1 million people do. I think it's a bit of a nuanced topic though, because like say if you tell all of your you make a video on someone, like say if I made a video on someone, yeah, right, and I told my audience of people who watched it, so let's say that video gets like what 20 to 50,000 views, I'm like, go over to this person's channel and like harass them and dox them and all of that type of shit. Obviously in that situation the creator, I would say, is responsible for what happens because they've directly endorsed going to go and do that. Whereas I don't think a creator is directly responsible for their audience. I don't, unless, as I said, unless they're like, go harass this person.
They're directing them specifically.
Yeah, unless they're directing them, yeah. Or they have some like annoying spammy thing, which they're like, oh, go and spam this, you know, like, no, don't, it's annoying. What I will say though is like, obviously, like the go and spam this as opposed to like go over and harass that person are like on complete different levels of like severity. The one is more annoying, whereas the other is like, no, don't do that.
Actively detrimental.
Yeah. To sum up my point with that, unless the creator is directly saying go over and do things to this YouTuber or a specific person, other than that, no, I would say that creators aren't responsible for their audience.
So you've talked about kind of your routine of how you make stuff, but is there a kind of content that you haven't made that we may see in the future?
Oh, this is a very good question. I mean, it depends on how I feel, but the problem is you almost get like boxed in to making very specific content. So I would love to make video. I was actually thinking about making a video on Dying Light 2 when that game came out, because I was a big fan of the first game. But the thing with me is that I wouldn't be able to upload that onto my main channel because analytically and like audience wise, it just doesn't make sense for me to do. So while, yeah, I've had lots of ideas of very cool things that I would do if I was in a different position, unfortunately I just can't do those yet. Obviously if I was to get like 1 million subscribers and like a really healthy audience who would like watch everything that I look at or that I make, then yeah, sure, I would do it. But at the moment, unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to. But at the moment, what I'm planning on doing is, I don't know, commentary for me at the moment, like the whole like make designated videos on the topic, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's getting boring, but I just need a little bit of a change. So that's why at the moment I want to try to focus more on like Discord videos, because I think those are more fun to make, and like over a long period of time those will help stand out more, and those will always pull like residual views. And I've also got that like that audience of people who like me making Discord videos, which I think is cool, and I think it will help me stand out. So at the moment, over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be making a bit of Discord content, which I think will be very fun to make.
I'm curious, now that you're a niche internet micro celebrity with over 100,000 subscribers, have you been recognized in public?
No, thank God. No, God, no. So I live in South Africa, a bit of the Beak law. I'm sure lots of people know this. I live in South Africa, but the majority of my audience are in America, in the United Kingdom, and in the Philippines, weirdly enough. So thankfully, I haven't been noticed in public, and I don't know if I want to be, because I think it would be very awkward. I wouldn't really know what to do.
You do have, I mean, you kind of said it yourself. You set a bit of a trend this year, right? And I feel like that's given you a little bit of fame and almost notoriety, if you would.
I wouldn't say.
Do you feel that?
Fame.
Do you feel famous at all?
No, I don't. Like, look, I know I have the whole like I'm a niche internet micro celebrity joke, but like, no, I wouldn't say that. I mean, like, is it cool that the video got like 1 million views? Yeah, sure, it's really cool. But I wouldn't say like I'm some like big hotshot YouTuber who's like really famous now, like KSI levels or something. No, I'm someone who makes like videos on the internet. You know, I don't like it when YouTubers are like, oh, I'm famous. No, you're not. So no, I don't. I'm just someone who sits down in front of a camera and waffles into it for a couple of minutes, and then just makes a decent looking video.
I got one final question
for
you before our bonus question.
Oh, bonus question, awesome.
Who are you going to box when you enter into Creator Clash number 3 when it comes around?
Good question. Who do I want to go on record and challenge to a boxing match?
Yeah, shout them out right now. They're listening. You know they are.
Mr.Beast. I will take on Mr. Beast in a boxing match. I would demolish Mr. Beast. I will take him on. I will batter him.
I don't know exactly how tall you are versus Mr. Beast, but in my head, I think that would be a fairly fair match.
Now, let me look up how tall Mr. Beast is quickly. How tall is Mr. Beast? Watch him be like 6'4" or something. He's 6'3".
No way! How tall are you?
I don't know how tall I think I'm like 5'10".
Okay, so he's got a bit of reach on you.
No, but I'm the people's champ. I have more heart.
A winner's spirit.
The age-old saying is that you never bet on the biggest dog in the fight. It's not the. What is the saying? What did Sylvester Stallone say? Shit, I've forgotten. It's not the size of the fight. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. That I am the people's champion. I will demolish Mr. Beast. I will take him on. And I will take all of his subscribers. All of them will become mine. All 90 million of them. They are mine. He is merely keeping them warm for me.
Taken by boxing force.
I'm going to knock him out and steal all of his subscribers. I will demolish him.
All right, I got a bonus question for you.
Awesome.
Plug yourself. Where can people find you? Where can they hear your thoughts? Where can they see your content?
Hello, everybody. My name is The Beak, and I'm the best YouTuber on the entirety of YouTube. If you want to go and watch the best videos on the entirety of YouTube, all you need to do is go to Google, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, whatever search engine you use, and type in youtube.com/c/succulentpenguino. Because my name used to be Succulent Penguino on YouTube. I'm sure Heflemai will put a link in this video in the description or in the comment. If he doesn't, I'm going to be very annoyed and I'll make my Wild Like Heflemai video, which will get 2 million views. But that is where you will find me.
All right, so you heard it here. There's gonna be no link in the description. I need that video made on me.
Hang on. Let me start a new Word document here quickly. Why I don't like Heflemai.
I've been begging for this expose on me for years. It's been long coming.
It's guaranteed like 2 million views, dude. Like easy. My biggest video ever. Do you want to collab in that video? You can expose yourself.
People are like, who the hell is he talking about? Well, thank you so much, Chandler, for coming to the interview once again.
Yes. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely.
Part 3 coming soon. Hopefully it won't take like 2 years.
Well, we'll set it
I hope not.
2 months from now. We'll be able to do it about a year from now.
Okay, but if we set it 2 months from now, it's going to be... When are we actually going to do it? It's going to be in
when you
6
hit
months.
200,000, right?
Sure, let's do that. When I hit 200,000 subscribers, I will be back onto the Heflemai 133 channel.
Thank you, Beak. It's been great.
Yeah, thank you.